Hello guys, welcome to the very first Star Wars Nerd video. Today I will be discussing a scene from The Last Jedi, so there will be spoilers for Star Wars The Last Jedi. I will be talking about the scene in which a lot of fans have problems with. The scene when the Radis flies into the Supremacy Snoke's flagship at light speed, destroying the ship. Like I said, a lot of people have problems with this scene. Like, why doesn't the Resistance do this all the time? Or, how come they just didn't do this on the Death Star? Well, there's actually nothing wrong with this scene, and I will be explaining why in this video. But this is just my opinion. If you have a different opinion, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let's get on with the video. The Supremacy, Snoke's flagship, standing at a length of 13,249 meters long, and a wingspan of 60 kilometers, and stands at a height of 3,973.35 meters, was destroyed when the Resistance ship, the Radis, standing at a length of 3,448.48 meters or 11,280.74 feet, flew to the Supremacy at light speed. The Supremacy split in half and was destroyed. Like I said earlier, a lot of people have problems with this scene, but we've seen this happen in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, when an A-Wing, standing at 9.6 meters or 31.5 feet, ran into a bridge of an Executor-class Star Destroyer standing at 19,000 meters. On impact, the Executor-class Star Destroyer lost control, crashing into the Death Star. If you compare the Supremacy wingspan to the Executor-class Star Destroyer, it is nearly 3 times longer. But the Executor-class Star Destroyer is longer from head to toe. So, let's take a closer look at the Battle of Endor. If an A-Wing was to run into the side of an Executor, not much would happen. If you get lucky, you might be able to kill a few stormtroopers. But if an A-Wing, 448 times as long and 228 times as high and 153 times as wide, the same size as the Radis, and was traveling at a high speed, and that actually might be able to take the Executor-class Star Destroyer out. If it doesn't take the Star Destroyer out, it will definitely disable the ship. Now, if the Radis was traveling at light speed and hit the side of the Executor-class Star Destroyer, it would definitely take the ship out. And you can compare this to the wing of the Supremacy. So, now that we understand what happened is possible, I want to ask the question, why doesn't the Resistance do this all the time? How come they didn't do this on the Death Star? Well, there's actually an answer. At the first Death Star, the Battle of Yavin, they didn't have any capital ships. So they couldn't do it without any capital ships. A starfighter traveling at light speed, it wouldn't be able to make it to the main reactor. At the second Death Star, there was a shield. They couldn't do anything until they got the shield down. And once they got the shield down, the only ship that would have really been big enough to destroy it was the Home One, and it would have to be going at light speed. We see in Return of the Jedi, the Executor-class Star Destroyer crash into the Death Star, and it didn't destroy it. That's not what destroyed the Death Star. So the Home One would definitely have to be going at light speed. Even then, it might not work. And after the Battle of Endor, at one point, the rebels did have to steal a Star Destroyer because they couldn't produce enough capital ships fast enough. So why waste a capital ship on the Death Star when you could just use a starfighter or the Millennium Falcon to blow the Death Star up and not lose a precious capital ship? Now again, there's another question. Why wouldn't they use this at Starkiller Base? Well, the Starkiller Base is even thicker than the Death Star. Again, that really wouldn't work. Now, you could argue it could fly down the barrel of Starkiller Base, but I don't think that's a weak spot. It could be like a second shield, a shield that doesn't let solid objects do something, because if it was really that weak, the starfighters would have just flew down the barrel of Starkiller Base and blown it up that way, but they didn't. And although they had capital ships in The Last Jedi, we didn't see any at the Battle of Starkiller Base, which does make me wonder because The Last Jedi does pick up right after The Force Awakens. But as far as we know, maybe they weren't operational, maybe they still needed walking, or maybe they were being fueled up, or they were being used somewhere, like the Resistance bombers were too. So there you guys have it. That's just my opinion though. Feel free to leave a comment again if you have a different opinion or you have an idea for a future video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification button. I try to upload videos every other day, but sometimes I do fall behind. Thank you for watching this video of the Star Wars Nerd. I will see you all guys in the next video. Bye!